You know, people don't do this kind of stuff, not rational people.
A disturbing find. A fire in Council Bluffs is being investigated as both arson and a possible hate crime. Good evening, I'm Jessica Gill.
And I'm Joe Chiodo. Happening locally live at 5. Council Bluffs police are investigating what could be a hate crime. Just after 3:30 this morning, Council Bluffs firefighters were called to a fire at a home near 29th and Avenue G. We were there as family members returned from an out-of-town trip to find the inside of their home destroyed by fire.
Family members tell us that they lost everything. Investigators say the fire is suspicious, and on top of that, the family's garage was spray painted with racial and ethnic slurs. Relatives of the victims say all of this is just too much.
She's been living here for almost 30 years, I imagine. And I just can't understand it, why all this would be happening.
The victims are upset, quite obviously, and spent the afternoon talking to police.
John Chapman has been in that neighborhood all day. He continues our complete coverage.
Some people say the west side of Council Bluffs has a bad reputation. Well, this criminal act doesn't make things any better. Council Bluffs police say these racial and anti-Semitic slurs have stained this garage for at least a couple of days. The situation intensified early this morning around 3:30 when fire crews were called to the house. Preliminary investigations revealed the fire is suspicious and is under investigation. Police reports state that a white female lives here with her biracial daughter and adult biracial grandson. They were out of town when the fire started. Some people who live in the neighborhood didn't want to talk about this or show their faces, afraid the same thing could happen to them.
A little scary, kind of freaked me out, worried me a lot about the ladies and the family's safety.
Others were outraged and not afraid to speak out publicly.
I just can't believe it happened. It's sad. There's no reason, I don't think, to do anything like that.
I think it's totally insane. I can't believe that. That lady's really nice. She's never had any trouble with anybody.
Right now, police are investigating the graffiti as a possible hate crime. Police don't know if the graffiti and the suspicious fire are related. With photographer Mike Plews, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
Police do ask if anyone has any information on the fire or that graffiti. Give Council Bluffs Crime Stoppers a call. You can reach them at 712-328-STOP.
You can remain anonymous. Any tips leading to an arrest and conviction will make you eligible for a cash reward.
Now, hours later, the potential hate crime came up during the city and county celebration for the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King.
They talk about the progress we've made, but there are still real challenges in America that all of us have to have the courage to call out and stand against. So I would ask that you would be in prayer for that family and that you would be willing to stand against the hate that some would want to perpetrate in our communities and across the river in Council Bluffs.